Hi, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi and welcome. I am Becc, creator and owner of RebelJones, a kawaii stationery business, and you have clicked on this video because I am here to sit down with you and go through my top 10 tools of starting your own business. I have been running RebelJones for nearly 6.5 years now, and I have learnt so freaking much along the way. I'm still learning, which I think is just part of any kind of process in life. And I wanted to sit down and really dive deep and tell you my top 10 important tools personally that I think have helped grow my business to what it is today. I'm currently still on the journey of making this full time. I think I'm really close, which is incredible because it's been such a dream of mine. And yeah, I just want to share what I've learned throughout the 6.5 years and hopefully help you start building your business, or if you have had your business for a short amount of time, a long amount of time, is that the right saying? Then hopefully some of these things can help you wherever you are in your small business journey. So yeah, let's start with tool number 1, which is social media. So if you are watching this and you haven't started a business yet, but it's been on your mind for so long and you're just waiting to just go for it, which I would say now is the best time. Whenever you decide to do it will be the best time for you. But if you're watching this, just do it. Start it. Come and join us. The small business community is amazing. And yeah, anyway, if you're just starting, I would highly recommend making a start on creating your social media. Now you can choose where you want to be. Personally, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok. However, I haven't been able to gel with TikTok. I think it might be my age, but I'm more of like an Instagram era, as not a TikTok kind of era gal. What am I trying to say? Basically, I haven't gelled with it, and it's something that I need to work on, which I'm hoping I'll have more time to when I end up doing this full time. But you can choose the social media platform you want. You can also choose all of them and just see what works best for you. I personally started on Instagram and I have learned so much. And what I love about Instagram is it's there for you to find people that are like you, small businesses. The small business community is next level. It's such an incredibly supportive community, and I'm so grateful and glad that I have found it. But yeah, you get to find all your small business friends on there. I have created friends for life because of Instagram, so I'm super grateful. But it also means that you can find your audience, your customers, the people that are gonna want to buy your products. And you can do this without even properly starting to post on Instagram. I'd highly recommend just starting a page up with your business name. Hopefully the business name isn't taken, and you don't even have to post anything. Take your time with it. Figure out what you want to post. Follow some small businesses, different people. See what kind of style you kind of gravitate to and try it out yourself. And then research into the people that you think are going to want to be part of your small business journey and are going to love your products. It's, I think, an easier platform for those kind of things. I find TikTok very overwhelming. I might be doing things wrong, but I find that I can find my audience better on Instagram and YouTube. I have 2 different type of audiences. I have the small business audience and I have my products, like my art, and my business audience. But yeah, just start your Instagram page or your social media page or pages and take your time with it and just go from there and start posting when you're ready. Tool number 2 is Patreon. If you're watching this and you don't know what Patreon is, essentially it is a subscription-based platform for creators, makers, podcasters, videographers, like for anyone. Patreon is the place to go. Now, I'm suggesting this because I remember when I joined my first Patreon, I believe it was Emily Harvey Art's Patreon, and that was the first time I came across a place where all my small business friends or new friends or people I haven't met before but small businesses, that's where they all were, and there was a Discord chat and we were able to ask questions and get advice, and Emily posted a lot of helpful tips and tricks and podcasts. It was just, I really truly believe I learned a lot from that, and that is because I was surrounding myself with like-minded people that are in my shoes, people that have been in my shoes before, people who I look up to and aspire to. So yeah, if you haven't heard of Patreon and would like to check it out, I'll link my Patreon below. I have my own Patreon now, which is crazy. The fact that I started by following other people, now I have my own Patreon, and it's specifically for small businesses. I've created a space that is supportive, safe, friendly, and I just wanted somewhere where all my small business friends could be in one place and we could help each other out and support each other. And we have a secret Rebels chat over on Instagram. There's a Becc Buys reward where I buy from you, and then I do a Rebels reviews video on Instagram. And then there's Social Sharing Sunday. There's loads of things. The majority of my rewards are there to help promote and support fellow small businesses. So yeah, feel free to come and join us. We'd love you over there, but also feel free to look on there and see what other things that other creators you can join to. There's usually different priced tiers, so my tiers start from £3. I only have 2 tiers, Dreamy Dreamers tier, which is £3, and the Dream Plan Do Crew tier, which is £7, I think. But there'll be other creators that have a £1 tier, potentially, where they share like little things, but have a good explore and see what's best for you. But a Patreon for small businesses personally helped me grow so much, and I don't know where I would be without it. So yeah, highly recommend joining a Patreon if you can afford it. I will link mine below and you can go and check out everyone else's as well. So tool number 3, it's a mixture of 2 things, an iPad and Procreate. So when I started RebelJones, I actually used to draw in my bullet journal, a standard bullet journal. I would draw in it, I would take a photo, I would airdrop it to my laptop, and then I would put the image onto Adobe Illustrate or Photoshop, and I trace around it, and that's how I would create my really old designs. It took time. It was a lot of effort, and even though I loved drawing on paper, I found it really hard, and it kind of stopped me from trying to draw new things. And I remember being at my partner's house years ago, and his mum had an iPad with a pen. I was like, what is that? And I remember I was like, can I please have a go at this? I asked her, and she said, yeah, go for it. So I went on there, and it's an app that I think is already part of the iPad, and I got a photo up of Ariana Grande. I'll see if I can find it and post it up on here. And I sketched over her and made her face into like stars and moons. And I remember sitting there like thinking, this is amazing. The fact I can go back on things if I've done things wrong, the fact that I can trace things. Tracing helped me so much, and I know so many other people also like to trace outlines of people and things. That is just there. There's so many different art styles, and I know that that's one of them, and yeah, that changed the game for me. So I remember wanting one. I was like, this is what I need to progress in my art skills and in my business. So I looked them up online, and they were very expensive. But weirdly enough, one of my partner's family members was selling their old iPad Pro and asked if I wanted it. So obviously I said yes. However, I had to sell my Apple Mac computer, which I'm so gutted that I had to sell, but at the same time, I'm not, because I wouldn't be where I am today without my iPad. But I sold that and I bought the iPad, and then I heard about Procreate, which is an app that you can download. You do have to pay, but it's a one-off payment. I don't know how much it is now. I'll check and put it up on screen. But for me, when I bought it, it was £10 and that was it. It's downloaded and you use it as many times as you want. And that app, oh my gosh, yeah. I design 95% of my artwork and illustrations on my iPad and with Procreate, and I couldn't recommend it enough. I think I'll be linking the Procreate app down below. When it comes to the iPad, I know it's expensive and I was really lucky, but ask around maybe, see if anyone in your family or people that you know is selling theirs. I know that CX sells second-hand ones. You can get things on finance now with 0 interest. Or maybe you just ask family and friends at Christmas time and birthdays for some money and save it up and grab one, because yeah, it's just helped loads. If that's the kind of route that you want to go down, even if you're not planning on necessarily designing, illustrating everything that you do, if you want to illustrate a sticker for your parcels or whatever like that is a really good app and tool to have. So yeah, Procreate and an iPad. Tool number 4 is create multiple income streams. When I started RebelJones, after getting onto Instagram, it was time to think about where I would sell my products, because I was ready to sell. I had some products. I started with star sign greetings cards and I didn't know, I was ready to sell them online. And of course I went straight to Etsy, which I'm sure everyone kind of does now still, but it's quite controversial at the moment because it's very expensive, a lot more expensive than it used to be. It's a lot harder to be found on there. There's Star Seller, which I don't really know much about. I actually closed my Etsy shop a year ago, I think. I am thinking of bringing it back with a new tool that I am trying out, so I'll come back to you on that one to see if it helps. But yeah, there's no harm in you starting your Etsy shop and seeing how it goes from there. When I started mine, it went really well, but as time went on and things changed quite frequently and rapidly, I wasn't getting many sales, and that's when I realized that I needed to find another income stream. So I opened up my own online shop, and my first online shop was with Wix. Highly recommend Wix for being a very creative platform, in the sense of it's very easy to use, because you essentially just design everything there without any coding. It's really easy, and I loved it for my first couple of years with my online shop, but I was ready for something a bit more professional looking and a bit more useful. And so many people were talking about Shopify, so I headed over to Shopify a year ago, and oh my gosh, the best decision ever. I love Shopify so much. I get to link a load of other aspects, which I'll talk about a little bit later, but there's loads of things that you can link Shopify with, whether that be with TikTok Shop, with YouTube. As you can see on this video, you'll be able to shop my products, and I've been able to do that because I've been able to link YouTube with my Shopify. It's just a lot more versatile compared to other ones, and there are little bits of coding if you need to do it. But to be honest, I got my partner to do some of them because that's his job, coding, so he knew what he was doing. But there have been other things that I've been able to do myself because there's so many videos online to help me. But Shopify's it just has a different feel. I feel it feels more professional, and I really love it. My favorite aspect is obviously the globe. I'll get a video up on here, but the globe is so exciting when you launch a new collection, or I'll pop some videos of collection launches that I've done on YouTube, but you're able to watch where people are shopping from all around the world, and it's so special. You get to see when people are online, how many people are on the site, how many active carts and how many people are checking out. It's amazing. However, you do have to step back a little bit sometimes and not spend the whole day watching it because it can consume your life. But it's so insightful and you get to see what people are buying, the most popular items, which is really, really important. There's so many things that I need to learn about Shopify and the analytics. So I'm really excited to kind of dive deep into learning more about that kind of stuff. But yeah, Shopify I highly recommend using if you want to start your own online shop. And then there's YouTube. I have been on YouTube for 4 years. This is an income stream for me now as I get paid from YouTube. Then I'm also now being able to get paid from sponsorships, which has been a dream of mine. So that's another income for me. I have Patreon, another income, which is a huge income, and I'm so grateful. If you are a patron of mine and you support me over on there, thank you so much, because I don't know what I would do without you guys. But yeah, Patreon's another one. And then there's my stockists, my pop-up shops and markets. So I have quite a few. Now these have not just come like that. They have taken time. They've taken a couple of years. So trust the process and take your time with it, but always be mindful that multiple income streams are very important. Tool number 5 is Canva. Canva has changed the game for me and I'm pretty sure for so many other businesses, whether you're a small business, whether it's a huge big business, a big company, so many people use Canva because it is such an easy to use design space. And I've actually cancelled my subscription to Photoshop and Adobe because everything that I used to do in there I can do in Canva. And the things that I use Canva for are my vlog thumbnails, so designing them, designing backings for my products. I use Canva to design my email graphics. I even use Canva to edit all my product photos, and I find it so much easier than how I used to have to edit them. I can just download them all, put them on there and just edit one and scroll down, edit another, and everything I need is on there. Like, I've been able to design QR codes. I know QR codes is such a huge thing now, and I take QR codes to all my pop-up events and markets. It's on my business card, and you used to have to find a free QR code maker online, but now Canva has an app for it and you can do it all in there. Canva's just keeps on growing. You can now erase backgrounds, you can place different backgrounds behind the images, you have mock-up photos on there. There's so many things that you can use, and yeah, I just highly recommend it if you are someone that is nervous or doesn't feel incredibly creative, or not creative, but if you're not comfortable drawing or designing those kind of things, Canva's the place to go. So that's my dog scratching on the door. Brenny, I'm recording a video, babe. Love you. I recommend signing up to Canva. It's totally free, and there is a pro version which I have because I'm able to add the fonts that I use for my business. But if you're just starting out, start on the free one and go up from there. But Canva, I'll link it below. Tool number 6 is Notion. I started using Notion probably around 8 months ago, and for someone who struggles with ADHD and staying on track, staying structured, staying organised, which is kind of key and important things to be able to do when running a business, I have spent so many years and so many times where my brain has just overloaded. I've ended up burning out too many times, not being able to work, having horrible breakdowns, and structure I've realised is so important for me, but it's so important to find the right structure that works for me. And Notion, journaling in my journal, writing certain things in my journals and certain things on Notion has helped me so much. So I guess Notion and journaling. But Notion is an app that you download. It's completely free. You can use it on your phone and on your laptop. And yeah, you can be creative with it. You can add photos, you can add colours, which is important for me because I like those kind of things. That kind of makes me determined and makes me want to be organized and structure my days, but I literally plan things weekly, daily. I have to-do lists, I have a brain dump file, I have a file for when I have a launch day and I have a checklist for launch day. I list out my product launches ideas I have for the year. It's just helped me so much, and if you're like me and need that kind of structure and organization, then I'd highly recommend giving Notion a go. I'll link them below, and yeah, just have a go. It did take me a while to get used to it. However, my amazing friend Kelly from Kelly's Creations has got a video where she goes through her Notion, so I'll link that below because that helped me a lot. Tool number 7 is QuickBooks. If you aren't sure what QuickBooks is, it's essentially an accounting software to help manage your finances, which is very important when starting a business. When you choose to start a business and you really choose to start to sell online, go to markets, do all this kind of stuff, it's really important to make sure that you let HMRC know, and that's when you can start doing your tax return. Whether you earn enough to pay tax or not, it doesn't matter, you still have to do it. And when my business started to get more sales and I started to do more things, it was really important for me to stay on track of these things, and I wasn't doing that until QuickBooks. So I signed up to QuickBooks. I think I pay about £12 a month now, and yeah, it links up to your bank account and it all goes in there, and I dedicate a day, like one of the last days of every month, to sit down and go through my QuickBooks and basically choose whether it's personal outgoings or business outgoings. And it's so easy as long as you keep on top of it, because I have left it for months on end before and it was not fun. So try and do it monthly. Just been so much help, because when that email comes through saying that I have to fill in my tax return, I'm like, oh my gosh, but it's all on QuickBooks and it tells you exactly the amount that you put in, and it's just so helpful and stress-free. And I would love to stick by that until maybe I need to get an accountant, because I mean, if you can afford an accountant, go for it. I can't at the moment, so QuickBooks is the perfect one for me, and I couldn't recommend it enough. But it's really important for when starting a business or running a business to manage your finances, and QuickBooks is the perfect app to kind of do that, so I'll link that below too. Tool number 8 is markets. So signing up to markets is like the next step. So let's say you've opened up your Etsy shop or your online shop, and now you're ready to branch out, or you aren't ready to open up online yet and you just want to sell locally and kind of get the gist of what people think about your products. That's also a very good way of doing it. But I started by doing any kind of local markets. Now, they weren't for me. I have spent many years finding the right markets for me, and it was hard, but it was also a learning curve, and there was always someone in the market that loved my things, loved my products, loved my aesthetic, and ended up following my journey. So it's always worth it at the start of building or starting your business. So if you're able to, start signing up to some local markets and sign up to different kind of ones, because it's important for you to learn from each one and figure out which ones work best for you and your products. Because I'm stationery based and my stationery is quite high priced. That's how I felt when I would go to the local like school markets or just local town markets. It was too expensive for people, and that was really hard to kind of grasp and understand. But now, because of Patreon and because of Instagram and this community that I have found, I have now been able to find, and also YouTube videos has helped, I've been able to find markets that are perfect for me. So Stationery Fest is one that I do every year. I've done it I've done it the past 2 years, well, last year and this year, and that is my most, like, it's my best event that I've ever done every time, and I'm so grateful that I found it. I have Southwest Planner Club that I do every year now, which I love. And yeah, I also started conventions and Comic-Cons last year. I had to stop that due to health reasons, but I've recently had surgery to help with my endometriosis and it's been removed, so fingers crossed recovery. I'm still recovering, but fingers crossed things go well and I can start going back to conventions, because it would really flare up my endometriosis a lot and I had to stop. So I'm really excited to get back into those. But yeah, just explore and get to know your audience and just be prepared to learn from each one. Not each one will do well. Some might be really, really bad, but at least you did it and realised. And I just think markets are a really good place to start, especially showing off the person behind the business, because everyone loves to get to know that person, you know, that creates and makes the products that they love or are interested in. Tool number 9 is email marketing. Now, I've got a frickin' story to tell you about email marketing. I know how important it is. Email marketing is so important for any business, because this is the place where everyone that wants your products and loves your business and what you provide, that's where everyone's gonna go. Yes, you have social media. Like, I have 5,000 followers over on Instagram, and that's amazing, but not everyone wants to buy my stuff over on there, and also not everyone sees it. It's so, the algorithm, do not know what's going on with the algorithm ever. So some people might not even see my posts about new products or stories about new products or reels about new products, whereas if they're signed up to my email marketing, they will see everything. And this is why it's so important, because they're the people that are your people and your target audience. So starting an email marketing service is really, really key, and I'd really highly advise you start to do it as soon as possible. Even if you start to get people signed up at markets or however you can, please get it signed up. Now, I've had terrible relationships with email marketing services because I've never gelled with it. I found it really difficult. I found it an effort. I never really got anything from it. I found it really hard to use, and I started with MailChimp as my email marketing service. Then I went to MailerLite. Then I went back to MailChimp, and yeah, it's just not been great. So this actually moves me on to today's sponsor for this video, and that is OmniSend. OmniSend is an email marketing service that I am insanely grateful for. The fact that they contacted me, I remember them contacted me and I was like, oh, what's the point? I'm already signed up. But at the same time, I was like, no, let's give it a go. And I know this is not just because they're sponsoring me. They've sponsored videos before, but I can't big OmniSend up enough. I finally have a good relationship with email marketing. I enjoy it. I earn money from it. It actually works. I get to link it up to my Shopify really easily. I get to create like games with it. For example, the Wheel of Fortune. If you go over onto my shop, I'll link that below. You're able to play a game where you can win a prize, and I'm able to do that with OmniSend. I get to see what people are clicking on, what people are interested in. There's just so many other aspects of OmniSend that I need to delve into, which I haven't yet, but the fact that I actually enjoy email marketing now, like my subscribers have gone up so much since joining. I can't recommend them enough, and I'm so proud that they've sponsored this video because it's one of my really important tools that I was really excited to mention in this video. So if you are already part of an email marketing service and you're like, what's the point in moving over? That's exactly what I thought, but please give it a go. If you head over to OmniSend, you'll be able to take a little survey and they can help you figure out the right plan for you. If not, there are different plans. There's the free plan, which is up to 250 contacts on that one, or there's the $16 a month, which is up to 500 contacts, and then there's the Pro at $59 a month. And I'm on the Pro because I've got less than 500 contacts, but with the Pro you get so many other more amazing perks. So I'd highly recommend the Pro if you can afford it. But if you're just starting, get on that free plan, give it a go. There is a chat box there for you whenever you need it. The amount of times I've asked questions in that chat box and they come back to me straight away, they are so helpful. And yeah, I've just absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to learn more about it and keep growing on there. But if you would like to join OmniSend and give it a go, I will link it below. Thank you so much, OmniSend, for sponsoring this video. You guys are amazing. So, my last tool, tool number 10. I sound so Welsh when I say tool. Can't do it, I have to say tool. Is Wholesale. Now, this is more for businesses that have sold online, kind of got the gist of what their business is, what they want to sell, the kind of products they're into, the kind of products that work. But this is also for the people that are watching that are retailers who would potentially maybe want to stock my products or other creators' products or businesses' products. And I'll dive more into that, the retail side of it. But personally, I joined Faire. So Faire is a wholesale site where you can sell your products. Again, Faire links up with Shopify, so you can just link it up and all the products just go over to Faire for you. You don't have to constantly put it in individually. But I joined Faire over probably around 2 years ago, and my big dreams are getting my products sold in more shops, and Faire's been able to help me with that. I am stocked in a few shops, which makes me so happy, and when an order comes through on Faire, oh, it's just any kind of order, but when it's a wholesale order, knowing that it's going to a shop makes me so excited. And yeah, if you're a fellow small business that is ready to take that leap, because obviously there are also trade shows which are amazing, and I'm really planning on getting into some next year. However, they're very expensive. So if you want to start selling wholesale but want to start small, then Faire is the way to go. So I'll link Faire below, but highly recommend it. You can get your products on there and yeah, try and get your products sold at different shops. Like, it's so magical, I love it. However, if you're watching this and you are a business that like a retail business where you buy from other businesses and store them in your online shop or in-person shop, then again, join Faire, because even though I'm on there as a business selling my items, I'm also on there as a retailer, because there are items on there that I can't find anywhere else, so I'm able to purchase off there as well. And yeah, if you're watching this and you want to stock RebelJones items in your shops, then you can. And if you have followed other creators in other shops and you're wondering whether they're on there, they potentially are. So have a good little look. It means that you get to support small businesses and also start a business of your own as retailing. So it's really exciting. So I'll leave my Faire link below and highly recommend giving it a go. It's totally free to sign up. It's totally free to be part of it. You just obviously just have to pay for the orders, and that's it. That was tool number 10. So that was the last tool, guys. However, I have got a bonus tool, and I'm calling it a bonus one because I forgot that I needed to include this one. So now it's a last minute one, which is choosing your business bank. It's so important to separate your day-to-day banking to your business bank. And I'm someone who's always been with either Halifax or Nationwide. And I remember years ago going away with my friend, and he had this new bank card, and he was like, there's a new card that's starting to come out. I think it's really good. It converts your money abroad and gives you the best rate on each day. So I remember always going abroad and having to go to the post office and hand in your money and get the money converted into the cash that you need. Whereas this card, where whatever day you were spending, it would give you the best rate at that time of spending it. And I was like mind blown. So I remember when I started RebelJones, I knew I needed a business account that was separate to my normal account, and I chose Monzo. So Monzo has always been my business account. I love Monzo. It gives you a breakdown of what you earn in a week, a month, a year. It goes through, it lets you have different savings pots. So I have a savings pot for bills, I have a savings pot for business expenses, I have a different pot for tax, and then I have another pot for like retirement fund. What's it called? Not retirement fund. Like a pension pot as well, because please start that as soon as you can, even if it's a little bit, it's important. There's another tool there, start your pension account. But I use Monzo because they currently are having some amazing offers for your savings pots where there's amazing interest rates on them. So you get to earn money from saving money, which is what we love to hear. And another thing that I love about Monzo is that every time you purchase something, for example, if I need to purchase some sticker paper, then as soon as the transaction comes up on Monzo, I can choose what it's for and I can choose business expenses. But there's transfers, there's shopping, there's food shopping, there's different categories that you can choose, which I love. And the money converter part of it is so important for me now. I design my own pins and keychains and plushies, but I design them, but I can't manufacture them myself, don't have the equipment for it and really don't have the time for it, so I purchase it from China, and usually my manufacturers send over PayPal invoices. Now when you're signed up to PayPal, highly recommend signing up to PayPal by the way, you link your card onto there. So I've linked my business card onto PayPal, and when you go to pay the invoice, make sure you find the option where it converts the money through your bank and not through PayPal. Huge tip I learned from Emily Harvey Art here, and it changed the game because, like I said earlier, it's the way the Monzo converts your money. It gives you the best rate on that day. So PayPal will just give a standard rate, whereas Monzo will give you the best one, and that is a game changer. I tried it for the first time the other day for my pins, and I think I saved like £80. It was crazy. So highly recommend setting up your business account with Monzo, and I'll be linking them below. I need some water before I end this video, guys. We've done it, we've made it to the end. Thank you so much if you have made it to the end of this video. I really hope that it has helped you. If you're just starting your business journey, or you have been in it for a while and you're a bit stuck and lost, I've been there many times, I really hope that this can help. I have spent so long trying and trialing things, trying out new things, failing with things, and I want to kind of help people not waste as much time on making those mistakes, if that makes sense. I like to be as open as possible. I talk about my manufacturers, everything like that, my supplies that I use. I link it in all videos and talk about it in loads of different videos, but it's so important for me to share my knowledge with you, and hopefully your business will grow at a quicker pace than mine did. So yeah, I really hope all of this has helped you. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them below or give me a message on Instagram. But I'm so grateful for you being here. If you have enjoyed this video and would like to see more tips and tricks, let me know in the comments what kind of videos you'd love to see. But I also post weekly vlogs every week, obviously, so make sure to press that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get notified of when all those go live. And I want you to comment a lovely little pink heart in the comments below if you've watched this to the end, because if you have, thank you so much. And I can't wait to be back in the studio, because guys, stuff is coming, an autumn launch and a very big step in my business, and I can't wait to share it all with you. So I love you guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye, I love you, bye.